the humble evergreen. An icon of longevity. Day in and day out, it reaches ever upward, growing, striving, constant. While other trees change as the months pass, the evergreen weathers the varying seasons. It sees years. It experiences generations. And through it all, it remains strong, dependable. For hundreds of years and towering hundreds of feet tall, the evergreen has become a beacon, a symbol of things that not only endure, but prosper. The same can be said for an evergreen business. Think about those companies that have been around for generations, providing great jobs and security for the long term. Not just giving back to their communities, but giving more to their communities. These businesses have become the beacons, the symbols of what it means to not only endure, but prosper. And what makes them evergreen? There are 7 qualities. The first is purpose. It's the drive that comes from the core belief that the business exists for something greater than money, and that by living out one's purpose fully, money becomes a natural byproduct. It's about wanting to make a difference and put a dent in the universe. Then there's perseverance, having the will and vision to play the long game. It's the resilience required to overcome obstacles and keep pursuing your mission indefinitely, regardless of economic downturns and industry cycles. Great leaders who persevere set up their organizations to succeed beyond their own lifetimes, and the benefits to their employees and the world are extraordinary. Evergreen companies also put people first. This may seem self-explanatory, but it's the belief that by taking care of your employees, they will take care of your customers, partners, and communities. When people are put first, interactions move from transactional to transformational, and a loyalty is fostered that will span generations. Private. Being privately held gives a business all sorts of competitive advantages. It means the team can plan and strategize on much longer time horizons and allows the freedom to do what is right for the long term. On the contrary, when you're owned by investors, hitting their numbers on their timelines becomes the priority at all costs, instead of doing what is right for the long term. Next, profit. Profit is the measure of customer value delivered. If you're going to persevere and prosper for generations, you've got to continuously deliver value to your customers and be profitable over time. It's the indicator that lets you know that you're achieving your purpose and putting people first. Paced growth. Growing in a paced and constant way not only creates a fulfilling workplace that produces growth opportunities for employees, but it also protects the culture by not forcing unhealthy, rapid growth that ultimately destroys the very things held most sacred in that culture. Lastly, there's pragmatic innovation. Because to be relevant for 100 years and beyond, you need to evolve. And that evolution involves the willingness and discipline to take the right kind of risks, those that are both practical and calculated. While one could look at these 7 qualities and think there's nothing novel about them individually, something really powerful happens when they come together in a simple and compelling way. And those businesses who have stood the test of time and stand as symbols of what it means to not only endure, but prosper, they also follow these evergreen principles. They make you feel good because you know they're doing good. And us? These same 7 principles have long guided how we approach each day because it just felt right to do it that way. So this is less about who we want to become, but rather who we are already and who we are committed to be forever. So day in and day out, we'll keep reaching ever upward, growing, striving, yet always constant. And as others change over time, we'll weather the seasons. We'll see years. We'll experience generations. And through it all, we'll remain strong, dependable, because we believe that being evergreen unlocks potential. And that potential not only allows us to endure, but prosper for years and generations to come.